What's up guys, Bloodshed here. Today we're going to talk about Diablo 3 Season 13 Demon Hunter builds that I use. I get so many questions on stream. Blood, what are you playing? Why are you playing it? This and that. So hopefully this quick video covers all these things. First off, I've been pushing with the Shadow set. I'm going to put a link down below to this Shadow push build. It's pretty classic. One thing to note, I am using Boar Companion early for survivability. That's going to give me 20% more resistances to elements and life regen. This early in the season, like we're taking so much damage from so many sources, I feel like it's really important to use this right away. Another thing to note is Leech actually is affected by your life per kill. So if you have items like, say, this Traveler's Pledge right here, this is really good. It doesn't have lightning on it, but it's actually affected by your life per kill. It gives you more health back, right? You're leeching more and more. People ask me, why am I playing cold versus lightning and vice versa? And honestly, this is what dictates it. What gear you get is what dictates how you build, right? So I got a really good holy point. It had sentry damage on it, but if I roll Impale on it, now you have a GG lightning holy point shot. So that kind of dictates me going lightning. If it was cold, then I would be playing cold. They're both really good. I would say that they're equal in power, the cold and lightning. It really doesn't make that much of a difference. Whatever your gear tells you is what you build into. I also got these lightning strong arm bracers, so you can see it just kind of forced me into lightning right away. Speaking of strong arms, your basic only rotation is to tumble halfway through fire on convention, and then you have a full buff cycle for your impale, right? And you want to hit the first enemy you hit, you want to hit an elite, and then that's going to proc area damage. So stat priorities also, you want area damage, you want attack speed, you want cooldown. You only need about 27 cooldown. But yeah, attack speed's great. Area damage is great. I think eventually I'd probably want, I'll show you my sheet. Like I think around 50 crit, 500 crit damage, around whatever attack speed you can get, around maybe 125 to 150 area damage would be good. I'm still learning myself, working out the details, but all these stats are really good to have on your Demon Hunter. Gloves would be awesome if you can get a quad effect. A quad means 4, so attack speed, double crit, and area damage would be perfect gloves. I've been rolling gloves like crazy trying to get them. They're pretty awesome. For legendary gems, I like Gogok, Trapped, and Pain Enhancer. That just makes you have insane attack speed. Gogok provides survivability, but it's just really like you want to the faster you're throwing, the faster you're proccing area damage, the faster you're killing elites, chunking them down, and you can move to the next thing, right? So I'm pushing on Shadow. Again, let's go to the question, why are you pushing on Shadow, right? The game gave me really good Shadow gear, so I'm pushing on it. I slowly have been getting good Marauder gear. So I have like a Marauder Nat Tab, where I have all Ancient, Marauder, and Natalia's. I might end up pushing on Natalia Marauder, Endgame. I might end up pushing on, this is my Multishot gear, right? But the best gear I have is Shadow. So that's what I augmented first. I have 4 augments. I'm going to slowly put more 90s on there. I'm going to make a decision later on. It really depends on what kind of items I get. Last season on North America, right, there was 4 Demon Hunter builds in the top 10. Marauder, Natalia, Multishot, and Impale, right? So there was 4 builds at least in the top 10 for Demon Hunter. They're all pretty much equal in power. I would check out Riker's tier list if you want to know what the ultimate best is, but most of us don't push past 110. So anything under 110 roughly is the same in power. Play whatever you like, whatever makes you happy, whatever gear you get. If you get a primal, Mana Core, then maybe you play Marauder. If you get a primal Carlisle's Point, maybe you play Shadow. So that's pretty much my logic. I had that same logic with Wizard last season. I'm like, I'm just going to play a class that has multiple builds and decide halfway through the season what I want to main, and I decided to go with Firebird Wiz, and that's what we did. When everyone was playing Tal Rasha, we were playing Firebird because I liked it more than Tal Rasha, and it ended up becoming the meta, so go figure. Everyone else is asking me, yo, Bloodshed, what are you using to speed farm with, all right? I'm using Multishot. The link will be down below. It's Adam Disco Bear's Multishot, cold Multishot version. I'll probably also link Wudijo's as an honorable mention. It's really dope as well. Adam's cold, Wudijo's fire, and I'll put my Greater Rift build down below. So there'll be 3 multi-shot builds. The description is going to be littered with builds that you can use, right? So my build I use in Greater Rifts, whether they're early Greater Rifts or later Greater Rifts, like higher Greater Rifts. The cold one I use in T13, which is this version right here. And then Woodijo's build is good, so definitely check that out. We gave him a shout out on our tier list also. He's a good guy, check him out also. For the cold multi-shot version, all you need to know is that Cold a Week is procced from the cold rune, Wind Chill. Enemies are chilled. So you don't need Thrill the Hunt, so you can actually pick up another passive. So it's awesome because you get a free passive if you use the cold rune. So this is the cold multi-shot build. This is only used for T13. Why is it used for T13 Blood? Well, because of gold, man. Because of gold. Gold is the fundamental part of this entire setup. When you kill an enemy, it causes an explosion of gold with Boon of the Hoarder. And, when you kill normal enemies, they drop gold. The ferrets help pick up the gold. Your pet helps pick up the gold, like your companion pet. The gold is also feeding our Boon of the Hoarder, so it's going to give us pretty much unlimited armor and survivability. Like you're getting into the trillions of survivability with the gold wrap. And one of the biggest things, since we're picking up so much gold, it's synergizing with the Avarice Band. What the Avarice Band does is it picks up our health, our globe, our health globe radius. It makes that insane. It makes our gold pickup radius insane. So now we're picking up gold and globes across the whole map basically. And why is this so good, right? So we're getting lots of gold and we have a giant radius now with this combo. Well, that synergizes also with Blood Vengeance. When you're healed by one of those globes that you're picking up, it's actually going to give us resource. So you literally have almost infinite resource. You can use this for bounties, for T13, pretty much for everything. And that's why I like the ferret, because they help pick up more gold and they cause more gold to drop from monsters as well. You don't have to use it. You can use whatever you want. But I like the synergy. It gets me going, right? But multi-shot is multi-shot. You can use any version of multi-shot and be successful. This is just what I'm running, and I want to explain that to anybody that was curious when they watched the stream and things like that. If you want to play Natalia 6 Marauder 4, you can. I have a link down below in the description for that. I think it's more of the fire version. Let me show you the cold version. The cold version's better for early game. I think basically what you switch in is the ballistics with Frostburn and then the cold rune for cluster arrow, and that heals you. So it's better for early game cold, but as you get better and better gear, fire should outperform it long term. But whatever you like more, you can copy and paste this here. I'll kind of go through this at a moderate speed just in case you guys, I guess you can see the icons for those, right? But yeah, the cold and the classic one are roughly the same. And the Marauder 6 piece is basically you focus more on grenades and shooting them out. I don't have a link for this, but you can probably find one on Diablo fans for sure. Another thing people are asking me, what level am I augmenting at? Witch Doctor and Demon Hunter are a little weaker than other classes in terms of early game solo push. So I'm augmenting 90s on my Demon Hunter. If you're new to the game, this is like your first or second season, I'd recommend 80 augments. 80 to 85 augs if you're new to the game, right? If you're a veteran or whatever, you can optimize better, you can push higher tiers. You should be augmenting in the 90s, 90 plus. That's basically my recommendations. If it's like a wizard or a monk or a condemned crusader, if you're playing something really beast, you shouldn't augment probably till 95 plus. But again, it doesn't matter. You're probably going to replace the augments later on anyway. It's just some quick recommendations if you're curious. That's going to be all. I just want to give you guys the builds that I'm using, give you guys all the tools to succeed. Follow me up above at twitch.tv/bloodshed. We're streaming there every day this week. I'm having so much fun. That early game grind, killing and chilling. If you're curious, we completed a 97 today. It took us 2 tries to get the 97 down. I could probably fish for 98, 99. That would get me a little bit higher up here, but I'm pretty happy. It's a marathon, not a sprint, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? All right? We have 4 augments that are 90. Eventually, we're going to have 90 augments everywhere, and then we're going to bump them all up to like probably 110 augments or something. Whatever I can get before we switch over to hardcore mid-season. I'm babbling. If you have any questions, ask me on stream or down below. I'll try to get to them. This is the Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Peace.